It's caught by Mike Evans.
Yeah, I was naturally good at that.
Before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
My 1 and 2.
Back-to-back good plays have them on
I had some cold-ass niggas. They told me what to do, and I got tagged right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You gonna get here with me telling them
very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You see him nah, niggas mean so. I'm talking about game shit when nigga not hitting one play.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Tony, check my Twitter.
Right down the middle.
In 2 games free, though.
The score 7-0.
This nigga robbing you. This nigga robbing you.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
So what? I hate how they put Brian Poole. I mean,
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10.
Running back
at the 34.
Aaron Jones. Shit.
From the gun, here's Watson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets up.
That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Jets touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
Was this nigga always in our league?
The score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Wait, who used to be the old Texans user?
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach
ripped
these
that nigga.
things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. Because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Flush to his right. He completes it to Evans. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
What I do?
Score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
I got you, boy.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have
nigga, why you join my party then say a word then leave?
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football.
You gotta wait that 15 seconds. Yeah, you gotta wait that 15 seconds first, nigga.
2 runs for a net.
You gotta let that shit buffer.
Now here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson.
He joined my party. Didn't say a word. And they gonna ask him.
Tony coming on 3rd down.
Peep that, Tony. Peep that.
How are you gonna take?
I didn't. No, I didn't click on him. That's Richard Sherman.
I see him for you. Because you will on-call people to me, nigga. I know how you are.
You were a fella.
We'll see. It is 3-3 right now.
We'll see. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Come here, Molly.
By Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
I got Tony, and then I got XL coming too.
After my game, I'll play Warzone with y'all.
Oh, damn.
Y'all can run 4s on Warzone, right?
Yeah. But then he just got 4s. I told you because my nigga came out of the shower too. Balls.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Balls. And then he doing the party, and fucking left early.
Brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
Why? They get it.
The kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work.
Nigga, it's my defense, not me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Kill. Check. Big dad. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got this down close to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now you got to believe your team, man. You got to believe your team.
About trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Can you wait?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Can you shut up?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
So this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You support this country, that's crazy.
Now Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers to read the play and willing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You know nothing about it.
Here's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 59. 52. 66.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's bad. That's okay. Nigga, on my name and it shows.
On 2nd down, It's Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3rd and 2, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 20.
From
the Jets. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Hey, chill, man. Chill. There's some good ones.
Press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson.
Max out at 57.
Taken down.
Max out at 59.
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top.
I play all these awards, they be out there, man. They be out there.
But they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No, nigga. I hate that shit with passing. I don't play either sniper.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that...
wide open, complete! That all the way in, touchdown, New York! Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So we are at halftime here on Halloween.
I bet Aaron Jones go there.
Down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
44-25, man. Don't speak to me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to
find something to string together,
get some consistency,
something
sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll go again to Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And
that's tough.
Goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That's tough, Tony.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
You're just calling me cheese, bro. I'm scoring off of defense. Like, what?
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Man, I'm scoring off defense.
An interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Yo, Tony, I'm going to kill you too. Oh, man. I hate all y'all. Yo, Tony, shut up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, that's tough.
But it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Where's your iPad?
319, 630. It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end
What
zone.
the?
And it'll be intercepted.
Why did it just throw it to him?
Up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there.
Why did it throw it to him? I said throw it to Gronk.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it.
Oh, this game is bad.
Watson will bring up the Texans.
This game is
1st
bad.
and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
This game is
Down
bad,
he goes,
bro.
folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
that's caught. It's Gronkowski.
That's Gronk, man.
Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Come on, let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Evans. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zach Cunningham in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston,
I put on 2 clock in the 3rd. I normally don't do that, but I ain't want to hear y'all mouth.
5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
What you mean? Thank God Clyde Hayward got a fucking... Clyde Edwards-Helaire got a fucking speed upgrade. Jesus. Niggas sleep, man. You got that human joystick. Bro, Tony, you ever threw it to somebody that was wide open and they throw it to somebody else? Bro, that shit be happening. I had Grunt wide open down the middle and they throw it to my damn running back on the outside. I shouldn't have never threw a pick.
Southwest is a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more presto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin, but he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up.
Richard Sherman be getting picks, man.
Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
This nigga Richard Sherman got 4 touchdowns this season. That's nuts.
That's a big number. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue punts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
I need this. Oh shit.